What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. Amron, how is everybody doing? I know, classic me fashion pulling up in here 8 minutes late. How are the people in the chat? We got some late night vibes tonight. I don't got all the lights going. Just having some fun here. Late night. I figured I'd hang out with you guys, see what's going on. A little bit of an impromptu live stream as they always are. But I had some time. I also realized a couple of things. One, I wasn't going to have time to get a video up today. And two, the Resurrection Best Ball contest on Underdog is closing tomorrow. It starts week 6. It goes from week 6 on. It closes tomorrow. So I figured we'd hop on here tonight, get some late night stream vibes going, and then also draft a Resurrection team before the contest closes tomorrow. So, what do we got going on, man? What do we got going on? How is everybody in the chat? How are we doing? We got the Hockey T-Man 06. I need Ron's guidance. What's up, Dylan? We got Philip Kane. What's up? We got Colin. Dylan. What's up, fellas? What's going on, Ron? Please feed us. Mendelevium. What's going on, man? What's going on? How is everybody doing? We got MC3 Gaming in here. We got Ethan in here. What do we got, man? What do we got going on, everybody? People were concerned where I am. Ronald, where are you? Look, man. When I set those times, they're most of the time they're capped, man. But we're in here. 2 a.m. here in the UK. Love to see it, man. LeVar has arrived. What's up, fellas? What's up? How are we? Purple Basement is back for now. Look, I'm telling you, we got some late night vibes going on here. Some Twitch streamer vibes here. I do love you guys are staying up in the UK for this, huh? Haircut. I mean, I've had a haircut for a little bit now, but if you want to hype me up then. Hype me up then. What do we got? We got Jack in here. What's up? You said great. How are you? I'm doing good, man. You have a team that would be top 10 in the NFC had I played A-Chain that 51-point game. Sheesh, dude. You have A-Chain and Richardson. At least it's still top 100. That boy faded up, yo. I let it go, dude. When the football season was in its peak, I mean, I was looking back at the videos from last week. My God. The beard was like the longest it's ever been. My hair was super long. Like, look, at certain points, the grind gets so hard so strenuous that we don't really have time to go to the barbershop just because we are working 24/7. But had to make a point to go, bro. It was getting ugly, and we're also at the time of the year at this point. It's October. I mean, things haven't slowed down a ton because I mean the content schedule is still the same as it was week 1. But you kind of get into a rhythm a little bit more and can figure out where your soft spots are scheduling wise. But here we are. How's everybody doing, man? Like I said, we're going to get into a draft here in a second. I just want to make sure I say what's good to everybody in here. Keeping me occupied at work. You're working this late? Which of the 5 boroughs is the best in terms of New York? You tell me, bro. You tell me. Best Ball Resurrection still up, dude. If I started this stream and Best Ball Resurrection closed, that would be really bad. But I don't think it did. I think it's kind of hidden. But that's actually a great segue, man. So, I mean, now you got me scared. Oh, fellas. Oh no. Oh no. It seems like it closed. No way. I was looking at it earlier and I was like, no way this thing closes. I'll get this stream in real quick. I really should have been something I checked beforehand. Let me see. Did Underdog tweet anything about it? God damn. Did it really close? Oh no, guys. All right. So we have a couple of things we can pivot to here. Oh man, this is bad. All right, so let me think here for a second. I have a couple of ideas. I'm a fucking idiot. All right, so how? Alrighty then. It just filled. Fuck, man. Oh man. Alrighty. All right, so let's think through some things here. Oh man. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, this is not good, fellas. All right, so let's think. Let's think for a second. Yeah, everything's under control. Just bear with me, fellas. Bear with me. All right, so we have a couple of options here. We have a couple of options. All right, here are the options. Now we're just going to have to accept that the title and the thumbnail for anybody watching this in post, it's misleading. It just is straight up misleading here. Let's think. So we have a couple of options. All right. Man, it must have like literally just closed. Man, I didn't think it was that close. Because I just posted my rest of season rankings on the Patreon. Like I was doing other stuff, getting the stream together. Holy shit. Wow, this is bad. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, fellas. Here's what we're gonna do. We have a couple of we have a couple of options here. I'll put a poll up. We still have to salvage this stream one way or another here. Man, the title and thumbnail is beyond misleading now. All right, so let's think. Here's what I got. I'm going to share the screen here in a second. All right, I'm going to share the screen here in a second. And I have a couple of ideas for how we can salvage this, okay? I have a couple. What do you mean, Minshew Mania? All right, so this is what's going on here. So they do have private, or not private, but just like public, like 12-person resurrection drafts for $3. We can do this for funsies and just talk through some rest of season rankings. That's one, and we could just do one of these drafts for fun, $3. I'll talk through rest of season stuff. We'll answer some questions. Boom, there's one. All right, so this isn't going to be the big tournament. Just be like a $3 draft between me and a bunch of you guys. Now, next option would be we go to main slate and we do a battle royale. So $5, and this is more DFS. So this is just drafting players for just week 6. Still answer questions, still talk through some week 6 stuff. Or curveball, we do the double dribble before the NBA season starts here, and we do a $10 NBA draft in the background of me just answering your guys' questions. Discuss. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat here. Why can't I start the poll? Kind of being a bot here, fellas. That's my bad. All right. Just get it to like, I don't know, get it to like 50 votes and we'll just do literally whatever's the highest voted. What do we got? I'll just go back to the home screen. What else is going on? I'm chilling on NHL stuff. Yeah, I'd say that's about our options there. What do we got? We're at 45 votes. It is hilarious how many people want the NBA draft. Play Madden and answer questions, I wish. Can we do a mom reveal? You're so wild for that, bro. Had your MLB team didn't make it to the final? Yeah, I had it. It ended up. I have one NBA best ball draft done. I've done one double dribble so far. I have one NHL team as well, I think. Yeah, I do. But you're asking about the MLB draft that I did. Yeah, it won $75. $3.75. I got 24th. 24th place in a tournament's actually pretty cool, though. I'll take that. Nothing crazy, but $3 in the 75 in a sport I don't really even mess with. I'll take that all day. All right, so it looks like we're going to do a resurrection draft. Like, look, I have to be honest with you guys. I would love to do the NBA draft, but at the end of the day, this is a fantasy football channel, and the thumbnail is rest of season. So let's do it. Let's do, we'll see how long this takes to fill. If you guys actually fill the resurrection, we'll do the resurrection. But if you guys don't fill it, then we'll mess around and do something else. So, as always, let's see. Make sure if you're new to Underdog Fantasy, check it out. I have a description. I have the promo code Ron. If you use promo code Ron, they'll match your deposit up to $500. They told me they don't know how long that's going to be out for. It was planned to just be out for a week, but it's been doing so good that they're going to keep it up. It'll match your deposit up to $500. Promo code Ron. You get that in the link in the description, the comment section, the live chat right now that you're typing in. It should be pinned right on the top. But if you want to hop in this draft with us, hop on Underdog Fantasy. You can do this resurrection draft with us. We'll do this $3 one. So if any of you guys want to hop in, I think that this is just public. So yeah, boom. Hop in. You guys better look, man. Look, we did 65 people voted on this poll. Half of you guys wanted a resurrection draft. If you guys are really about it, then get in this draft. All right? If you guys are really about it, get in here. Because if not, then we're going to do an NBA draft. Waiting for 7 more people here. I think that we should be able to get this full. Come on now. We need 7 more. It's just a $3 draft. Show us the FIFA team. Dude, my FIFA team is embarrassingly good. My FIFA team is the one that you come up against online. And you're like, oh, this kid literally just spammed his mom's credit card. It's bad, dude. Everything purple in the basement? Yes, it must be a Shroom Wednesday. I don't know about all that. Girlfriend reveal? Yeah, dude. How much you trust Jeff Wilson if he is active? Not very much until he plays. All right, so we're in this draft. We're good to go. I do appreciate you guys picking up the slack there. Would have loved to do we got the Influencer 101 as well, dude. What do you know, man? What do you know? All right, so let's cancel out everything that I have going on here. Perfect, man. This isn't as terrible as it could have been. It could have been a lot worse here. I mean, that was just not great. I really thought that the resurrection would still be alive, but this is still fine. It'll still be the same thing. And I like that I get the draft against you guys here. Little community building. What else we got in here? But yeah, feel free to send your trade questions, whatever you guys got, man. Whatever you guys got for the boy. We're out here. We got EG3 in here. People really wanted NBA. Just ask me for NBA takes, and I'll give you everything you need to know, bro. When does the NBA season start? Because I would like to actually get. I've done 1 double dribble so far. I'd like to do like maybe 5 to 10. You know, Ben's hand don't join. No trade vid. Trade targets video going to come out tomorrow morning. Now with the first overall pick, we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll go McCaffrey. It only makes sense. He is that guy this year. Was tempted to go Tyreek Hill, though. Was tempted to. Because I don't know that I'm going to love the wide receivers at this 2-3 turn, but I have a feeling I'm going to love everything everywhere because the ADP is going to kind of be all over the place. I'm going to end that poll, though. What else we got in here? Winnie reveal? She's slumped right now. Yeah, this is a $3.12 person. Eusebio, yeah, I have untradeable Eusebio that I got from I mean, that was from, I got to be honest, Eusebio was from a, like one of those foundations SBC, so I just got very lucky, but I only could do them because I had so much fodder because, look, I don't have time to, like, you know, road to glory FIFA and play it for hours on hours a day, so I got to be honest, man, like, I swipe on packs. I do. So my whole team is cracked, man. It's cracked. What else? I don't have a lot of CMC. That's really why I took him as well. I think I ended up with like 5% CMC, bro. Definitely stinging. 4-1, should I trade Brees, Addison, Ramondre, Deontay for Amon-Ra St. Brown, Achane, Pierce? Oh, jeez, dude. There's so many moving pieces in that. I'm going to say... God, we're starting off... This is the first trade question I decided to actually answer, and this is insane, dude. 4-1, should I trade Brees, Addison? I don't love trading Brees at all, but like Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'll say Achane... Man, I'm gonna say no. That just feels like doing too much. I don't know. I know maybe value wise you're doing fine there, but it just feels like you're doing too much. Up 4-1. I would just chill out. Is Mostert to sell? Honestly, no. 10:25. Okay, so I got some time to hop in some NBA stuff. Do you think Jacob starts getting a little more efficient? Doesn't even matter. I think he does, and I think it does matter. He's actually getting his expected points per game this year is like 20 plus. Last year was like 17. So the volume is there. I don't think we can bet on him to be efficient, but he is going to be in the RB1 mix all year. Should I send DJ and DK for Jamar? I'm going to assume DJ is DJ Moore and Metcalf for Jamar Chase. I think I would. I think I actually would. 24th is when NBA starts. All right, sweet. Should I trade Garrett Wilson for Jettis? If you can stand to wait for Jettis to come back, I would. Who's your favorite NBA team? The Knicks. But I don't ride for them even a fraction as hard as I do for the Jets. Do I need to trade Prescott in a seasonal league? I don't know that you can actually really move him there. Are you good at NBA fantasy? No. I don't play it. I talked about it in one of the the videos we did this week, but I think Underdog, as much as I love Underdog for football and stuff, it managed at least kind of makes sense. Once a week you just set your lineups, but I think Underdog and best ball in general was made for those sports with there's 100+ games in MLB, 82 games in NBA. I'm sorry, dude, I don't love anything enough to set lineups and do waivers for an 82 game season. There's just no way. So I think Underdog makes the most sense for those sports, Chase for CD and JT. I'm going to say if you really need the depth, yeah. Anything weird happen here? Bijan up top. I think that's too low for Pollard. I think that's too high for... Trying to think with Jefferson, man. It's a best ball where you get him in week 6. I don't think you can date Jefferson in the first round. You could talk me into it. Nothing else really seems all that crazy. That might be... No, I don't think so either. I think that makes sense for Kupp as well. Breece Hall in the second round is really nice to see. As a group of people that have been drafting him a ton. Or drafted him a ton. I'm actually going to pull up my rest of season rankings on the side here. Why not? Guys, if anybody is curious, I post rest of season rankings every single Wednesday night on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. And I have some that are fresh off the press right now that I might as well kind of look over here. I have my top, it's like my top 156 or something. I kind of just rank whoever I feel is relevant at the time. So Jonathan Taylor's my RB8. Whoa, this is way too low for ETN. So we'll go ETN, McCaffrey. I would really like a wide receiver, but nothing. Keenan Allen, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I assume Puka Nakua's gone. Ayuk, Waddle, Debo. Let's kind of go with like a San Fran stack here. I mean, they've kind of just been the domination of fantasy football this year. So yeah, let's just go. I guess we'll do that. We'll go Ayuk, McCaffrey, ETN through 3 rounds. I don't hate it. 301 Ayuk feels bad. Ugh. I don't know if that was the play, fellas. Maybe that should have been Jonathan Taylor, and I should have just gone like 3 running backs out the gate. I'm open to that idea. I'm open to the idea that might have been the play. Thoughts on Lamar rest of season? Tempted to send Addison A-Rich to add him. I love Lamar rest of season. I know he had a down game this week, but he's having a really good season in terms of passing, just his individual stuff. His receivers just let him down, but I think that's going to bounce back. What else we got? You play pro clubs? Yeah, with my boys I do sometimes. Would I trade Ridley for JT? I think I would debate it. I think I would. It just really that they're about equal value wise for me. It just kind of depends on what I need. Remember, you're 5-0 in the Devil League or him? Yeah, I know. I like that with Laporta there. This is the first FIFA in 10 years I haven't bought. I'm having fun without it. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, the content and shit, I mean, it's bad, bro. It's real bad. I don't know. The content that drops every day at 1 p.m. Eastern or whatever the hell it is, I think it's 6 p.m. UK, it's been ass. I think today was a little bit of a redemption, is what I've been hearing, but it's just been, they dropped the game and they just, like, completely no-showed. I already answered that. Bijan for Henry and Debo, no chance. No chance. What's good, Louis? Got bro deep in thought. Dude, I'm always deep in thought, dude. Swift in the third round, DJ Moore in the third round. Yeah, I mean, these all sound sound to me. David Montgomery over ETN feels crazy to me, but probably not that crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't love him there, but I love Breece Hall as well, but I wouldn't take him over ETN. And I wouldn't take Kenneth Walker over ETN. I'm still trying to figure out how ETN was the 212 there. ETN for me is my RB5 rest of season. Should I trade Cup for Adam straight up? No. Kind of a lateral move to me. The only instance I would do that is if you also have Puka, and even then it's like, Trade Devontae Smith for DeAndre Swift. If you need a run, to me, similar story as before. You can see, like, literally here, Devonta Smith, DeAndre Swift, same area. So it's a coin flip. It just kind of depends what position you need more of. Are we worried about firing up Judy tomorrow night? Yeah, I think so. You know, he is just a flex play at this point. He's not really a sexy start. Ron's a Jets diehard. Just peep his Twitter. Yeah, dude, my Twitter's a mess, dude. Every day I talk about the Jets. People hate it. Anything weird? Calvin Ridley, Kyron Williams. That sounds about right. Herbert, Hawkinson over Andrews, and I think that's probably the right call with the Jefferson stuff, but I'm not sure. Fellow Knicks fan. I'm a Giants fan though. Sounds about right. Are you believing Jameson Williams? I am. But I understand that this floor is low as hell. Right, these RBs rest of season. For me, it would be Pollard, Jacobs, Breece, Mixon. Yeah, I agree. Like, that's why I was saying before, like, I'm not a huge fantasy basketball or fantasy hockey guy, but I think getting a few of those in before the season starts is a really fun way to just kind of get involved a little bit. You had Jefferson go in the fourth of a resurrection today? All right, I'm missing super chats here. My bad, fellas. My bad. I'm going to get to these super chats real quick. Also, please don't repeat questions. I'm gonna kind of get to the bottom. Got offered Olave and Higgins for Puka. I think you have to take that. I think you do. It doesn't feel great, but it really just depends on how deep you are at wide receiver right now. I would take Olave and Higgins over Puka if, like, I was down bad depth wise, you know. Like, if you don't have wide receivers do your flex plus another option, then I don't mind doing that. And we got another super chat. I appreciate it. Do I start Breece over Kamara or Swift this week? Man, I got to be honest. I don't do weekly rankings until tomorrow morning. So a little bit dumb of me to do a stream right now, opening up to questions. Let's think. Do I start Breece over Kamara or Swift this week? I don't think so. I don't think you do. It's just tough versus the Eagles. Swift. It's tough to sit Breece at this point, but Breece does have a pretty brutal spot here. Though I do think, dude, Ronnie One-Locks, dude, Jets +7 is insane to me. At home versus an Eagles team that's won against nobody. And every time the Jets, outside of the Dallas game, the Jets have played up to their opponents every single time. What am I thinking here? So Breece versus Swift. I mean, Swift is in a pretty tough spot there too. I think Kamara is a must start between the two of them. And I guess I would go Swift just out of safety reasons, but I think it's very close between Swift and Brees of that bunch. What's up, Rohan? What's up? What's up? All right, I'm finally trying to catch up here. I didn't realize. I mean, we had a good little influx of viewers here. Jeez. When you talk about the Jets, I just want to take your pain away, dude. It's been a brutal time, man. But that's kind of the beauty of it. The only rest of the season, I haven't been like the wide receiver 30s. Yeah, now I'm all caught up. So if you need to resend a message, go for it. I was so far behind earlier from just like I don't know talking about nonsense. So now we're at 412 here. I will take Fields because QB's been so dirty. Am I really gonna have to take Henry here? I'm gonna take T, man. Yeah, I'm gonna take T. I'm gonna take T and kind of assume that he might not play in week 6. He's gonna have a bye week in week 7, but then from weeks 8 on, he should be a stud. Maybe not a stud, but he should be fine. I mean, he was a second round pick not too long ago. Okay, Ryan, you have to be strong for us. It just sucks, man. It sucks, but that's the beauty of it all, man. The reason that I endure all the pain and suffering of being a Jets fan is because if a playoff run or a Super Bowl run ever happen, it's going to be that much sweeter, man. It's going to be that much sweeter. What do we think of James Cook rest of season? Are we selling for a guy like Thielen? Not selling for a guy like Thielen, but I don't like James Cook much at all rest of season. What do we got? What do I got? What do I do with Ramondre? You kind of have to hold, but it's tough. How bad is Najee? Real bad. I tried to warn people. I did. Jacobs and Gibbs for Pollard. Crazy enough, I think I would if I was in a spot where I already had an RB2 and like a depth piece lined up. Like if I could trade Jacobs and Gibbs and I had like Kyron Williams my RB2 and like maybe Roshan Johnson behind him, then I would be like, okay, fine, I'll do that trade. You know what I mean? If you have an RB2 ready to go, I would, but only under those circumstances. Another super chat. What do we got? Evan, 2 and 3. Should I trade Achane and Waddle for Brian Robinson and Zay Flowers? No. I much love Slime. I appreciate that. What I would say is I don't love the Waddle part. I would take out Waddle, and I would try and shop around Achane if you think that's the play. But I don't like throwing Waddle in there because I think I would take Achane over Brian Robinson, and I think I would take Waddle over Zay Flowers rest of season. So I just don't love it. I would kind of look to go elsewhere with Achane. What's going on with Mims lately? Mims, no points lately. The routes just aren't up. The issue is that against the Jets, dude, he struggled, man. He had like a fumble on a punt return. He like fumbled on this like end around. He was costing, so that's why he got put in kind of the doghouse there. I think that there's honestly I think there is a very good chance that Judy or Sutton gets moved at the deadline, and we see Mims kind of thrusted in, into a nice spot there. What else we got? What else? Just endure the suffering. Oh, dude, I'm literally Bane at this point. I was born in the suffering. I was born into the suffering. What else? Rashad or Ramondre rest of season? Ramondre for me. Think I'd sell London and McLaughlin for either Higgins, Jones, or Waddle. I mean, it doesn't hurt to just fire those offers out and see what happens. Randy Miller, what's up, my boy? Waddle, Devontae, Amon-Ra, Zay, Brees, Ford. You can only start 5. If you had to move any of them, If I had to move any of those guys, it would be Ford or Devontae. I'm not sure if that was the question, but I think it was. Dude, I saw a little. I don't know who posted it on Twitter, Brock, but I saw a little compilation of Q just absolutely bulldozing heads. I also haven't gotten to talk to you, Brock, about like where's our head on Richardson right now. I'm very bullish on the talent. I think he's a very special talent. It just really sucks. Like, well, he's played in 4 games and finished 1 so far, something like that. It sucks. It sucks. I don't really know what the take is there. I mean, at least it's still. I don't want to get into a Jets rant, but it still boggles my mind that Joe Douglas has ties with the Eagles front office, was like there with Howie Roseman when they had all those great years, and he has front row seats. I could be getting this wrong, but I swear to God that he was a part of the front office that won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. How do you see a team's starting quarterback go down, having a viable backup go in there and play good ball? How do you not invest in a backup QB in case if anything goes wrong with Aaron Rodgers, man? It's still boggling. But as much shit as I've given Chris Ballard in the past, man, just having, yeah, I mean, he was with the Eagles he was the VP on the Eagles from 2016 to 2019. You would think that he saw, front row seats to Nick Foles winning Super Bowl. He'd be like, oh yeah, let's get a backup QB for our age 40 quarterback. But it's all good, man. It's all good. None of it matters. None of this is real. Said for JT Bagholder's best O-line. Yeah, it looks great. Roshan or Tajay rest of season? Roshan for me. His starter's already down. It's kind of just the simple math there. You said having Brees drop 30. Oh yeah, dude. Brees is all I got, man. Brees is the only happiness I get from the Jets. Should I trade Olave for Brees Hall? If you don't need a wide receiver, like that's one of those again that it's pretty even, but I think I would trade Olave for Brees. We got a super chat in here, or a super chat. Good lord, do I trade Achan? There's a lot going on here. All right, I'm gonna make this pick and then I'm gonna get back to you. I'm curious who was I looking for? I had somebody in my head that was like. Because these ADPs, yes, they refresh every day, but some players just get stuck places. Oh yeah, I wanted to know if Jordan Addison was still hanging around. Jordan Addison went in the 6th round. Okay, that's sharp. Rashad White, Damian Pierce, Hopkins, Kobe Myers. Dude, as crazy as it is, dude, give me Jacoby Myers. I have Jacoby Myers, my wide receiver 29 rest of season right now. And then I will go probably Damian Pierce, man. I'm going to go Damian Pierce. Why not? Perfect. All right, what else we got? What else? I'll take Puka over Olave rest of season, as crazy as that is. Needs to watch how Hurts plays in this offense. He always braces himself, dives on these runs. Long term, not worried about it. For this year, it sucks. Yeah, I just hate to see it. I'm not super concerned about it, but it just sucks. All right, so 3-2 in a 12-team PPR. Got Hurts, Achan, Brian Robinson, Trace. You guys always kill me with these, man. There's just so much to process. You didn't tell me what the starting lineup is. I'm going to assume that it's a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Brian Robinson, Chase Ridley, Hawk, Flowers, Watson. Yeah, I mean, if your backup RB or your RB2 this week is Zach Charbonnet, you should definitely trade for a running back. Chase Ridley, Flowers, Watson, Lockett. I wouldn't mind using Lockett or Achan to go get a running back. That would be my word of advice. You said we're breaking the Jacksonville curse. Jacksonville's going to be tired from going overseas or whatever. All right, so then we got another super chat here that I wanted to get to. In a 10 PPR, what wide receiver would you trade for Kittle? Me spending a wide receiver to get Kittle? Nothing crazy, man. Christian Kirk? I don't know. I'd just rather stream. Also, Steichen is him. I would tell him to not make contact on runs unless it's in the red zone. I agree. Steichen is amazing, man. What else we got? Dude, I did not skip your super chat, man. I told you I was going to make the pick and then look at it. Come on, man. Sanders is out. Do we start Chuba? Oh, yeah. What? Did you guys just get a notification about Sanders? I didn't get anything. But if Sanders is out, we do definitely start Chuba. What else we got? Brock is going in right now. CMC for Eckler and Amon. That feels like getting too cute, but yeah, I mean, in a vacuum, I prefer Eckler, Amon-Ra, that side, but like CMC is the 101, and I wouldn't really trade him for anything, really, if I'm being honest, man. What else we got? I'm going to stay at the bottom of where the chat's at right now, so if I missed your question, feel free to send it again. What RB do I target with CD in Hollywood? You have Swift, Moss, or Mondre? I mean, CD in Hollywood should get you into the, I really like Aaron Jones as a buy low candidate because I think everyone's kind of sleeping on him. He has a bye week, but I don't know. It kind of depends on if you have the luxury to wait a week. But like Montgomery, Brees, Swift, Barkley, Kamara, JT, I think are all kind of in that range. What do you make of the Jettis injury? Is he going to still play this year? I'd be so shocked. I'd be so shocked if Jefferson just doesn't play the rest of the year. But trading Kirk is a real possibility, so that does potentially hurt his outlook. Fantasy, you should be ecstatic if you have AR in Dynasty and redraft. I would be worried he needs surgery and is out at rest of season. I agree. That's probably where I'm at as well. Do I like Achan or Gibbs more in Dynasty? That's a really good question. I actually had to do my Dynasty rankings update this weekend. My gut answer is Gibbs, but I feel like I'm maybe just being a draft capital whore. It's very close. To me, it's like a coin flip. Significant difference between Andrews and Kittle? Yeah. To me, it's a huge difference between Andrews and Kittle. Before this 3-touchdown game, Kittle was buns all year. What's your record in your home league? We started out 0-4. We're now 1-4. We got the big Jamar Chase game. We got Jonathan Taylor back. Everything's looking decent right now. We just got to string some wins together. I'm saying, we started out 0-4, but I've been telling everybody, dude, I think we're gonna make a little late comeback here. I do think so. Look, dude, I really do this shit, bro. I'll spot these guys, Jonathan Taylor, a Joe Burrow calf injury. I'll spot them an 0-4 start, and I'll still find a way to get into the playoffs, man. I'm gonna find a way. So the Jets draft QB in 2024. The class is so loaded that it could be smart. Only if Aaron Rodgers was okay with it. I don't want another Jordan Love situation. And it also kind of depends on which one of the QBs it would be. I don't know. I don't really trust the Jets to develop a QB, but what you're saying does make sense. And then give me Komet to stack with Justin Fields. That's sweet. And I think we're going to go Deontay Johnson, man. I think 901 Deontay Johnson. He has a bye week this week and then should be back next week. Yeah, I mean, fine. Has the bet really changed with Deontay Johnson? I'm going to say nah. I mean, I'd be open to it. I'd be open to it, but I'd also love to draft one of these sick wide receivers to give Aaron Rodgers a piece. Like I don't want to get I don't want to get too caught up in setting up the future and setting up the future and setting up the future when we have Aaron Rodgers and a sweet team in front of us. I'd be down to just try to win with that. But I also did just complain that we didn't have a legitimate backup option. What else we got? What else we got? I got to be honest, I'm kind of skipping through any start-sit questions just because I haven't done my rankings yet this week. Do I sit on a team of Mahomes, Bijan, Tony Pollard, Olave, Puka, Kelsey, D-Hop? My bench is basically all young, so I can have upside, so not a lot of value right now. Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, Bijan and Tony Pollard as your two running backs with Kelsey, Mahomes, Olave, Puka. Yeah, I mean, this team is crazy, dude. No, you're chilling, man. Ron having a comeback like Kim Kardashian. I would, dude. I, I, I haven't watched a snap of Joe Alt, and I'm already ready for him to be a Jet. I don't know, big ass Notre Dame tackle, dude. Give me him. I don't even like Malik Neighbors. I'm talking my ass though because I haven't run his new data through any of my the RS grades or whatever. But I'd love one of the Ohio State guys. Marvin Harrison Jr. is not going to happen, but do I start Denver RB Thursday or Jeff Wilson? What do you mean? Like, do you just have all three? Do you just have all three Denver running backs? Like, what do you mean by that? I'm gonna say I don't like starting Jeff Wilson this week. I would almost expect them to use. I don't know. I got to talk to Tom. We have an injury expert, Tom Christ, on every week. I got to talk to him about it. But my gut answer is I would probably go Jaleel McLaughlin. That's my gut answer. Again, I haven't done weekly rankings, and I won't do them until tomorrow morning. 12-team start 8, redrafts. Jefferson for JT and Ayuk. I think so, man. I think I would sell Jefferson for Jonathan Taylor and Ayuk right now, all day. Rest of season outlook for Saquon, seen him come back from injury before and be a lot slower. It's scary, man. I have him as like RB. I have RB 10 rest of season, but I don't feel great about it. Like that team is bad, man. This is a resurrection draft, yes. You hit the like button, man. I appreciate that. Is Logan Thomas very low in your rest of season rankings mainly because of injury risk? It's really just mainly because I'd like to see this stick around for a little bit longer. And tight end 16 is not too low. It's not too low. Has the Neighbors production been nuts? He puts up big numbers with a QB that runs a lot. It might be, Brock. I'm only really speaking on his prior production that I've ran through. I'm gonna resend my my Malik Neighbors statement, but I don't know. There's just so many to be excited about. Like Ibuka, I like Keon Coleman probably a little better than him. The early numbers as well on that Luther Burden kid, bro. Luther Burden's yards per team pass attempt in terms of like year 2 is like higher than Jamar Chase, Harrison Jr., Jefferson, like all of those guys who had like the crazy second year breakouts. Trade Chase for T and ETN. I don't think I can, man. I don't think I could do that. Drop tank for Deontay Johnson. I don't think I would. Bijan rest of the season, he's like a top 3 RB or like top 4. Puka and Mostert for Bijan all day. All day. What else? Do not trade Hawkinson for Mixon and Pickens. I don't think I would do that. It's close, but I don't think I would. I actually have Troy Franklin in our Devy League, so I'm going to say that he is way better than Malik Neighbors and arguably a top 3 wide receiver in this class, in my opinion. IMHO. Let's see. All right, so we're up here. I got to start like really. Wow. 10th round Kyle Pitts. This is where we are. Alrighty. Let's think. Sam Fran. Purdy can't still be around, huh? Purdy must have just gone, or am I being an idiot? Wow, Purdy was an 8th round pick. I mean, it's not that crazy. All right, we're going to go Mims because I'm just going to believe Mims has been sweet. Maybe one of the Denver wide receivers gets traded. We don't have any Rams to stack Stafford to, so I'm going to pass. Fuck, if I was a smart guy, I would have gone 2-2 Stafford and just called it a day. Then we're going Kyle Pitts. And that's probably it for us at tight end. I don't know how I'm going to land this plane, fellas. I've kind of just been staring at chat this entire time. What's up, Alzamos? What's up? Just got hear what we doing, how we feeling. We're feeling good, man. You bet Franklin goes early second in the draft. Maybe he's a future Panther. Whoa, chill with the Panther stuff, my guy. Maybe he's a future Jet or something. That'd be pretty cool. Though we're not going to have a 2nd round pick. Brees or Walker rest of the season? Walker for me. I think I would sell Ridley for Kenneth Walker straight up. Keep or sell Waller rest of season? Probably keep. You think it's worth selling Laporta if Ferguson is on waivers? It depends on what you could get for Laporta, but I wouldn't mind it. What defenses would you not drop at all? Cleveland, 49ers, and then probably Cowboys, and that's probably it. What else we got in here? Just a heads up, and I hate to be that guy, the shorter your message is, the more likely I am to answer it. I know that I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm just going to be straight up. Trey T. Higgins and Kyron Williams for DJ Moore and Jahmyr Gibbs. God damn it. I hate 2-for-2s with wide receiver, running back. It's just so dumb for me, but I think I prefer DJ Moore's side. Like, I just don't know. I just don't know what problem that's solving for either team, you know? I guess if you're in a spot where you have Jahmyr Gibbs and, like, you don't feel comfortable starting him, and you don't need DJ Moore, you're like, fuck it, I'll just trade for Kyron Williams and get T. Higgins to sort of backlog DJ Moore. But like, I feel like rarely in those trades is that really a thing. It's just more, here's a 2v2. I like your 2 guys more than my guys. If you feel the same, let's dance. How confident are you in Dallas to improve the offense rest of season? 6. Mike McCarthy had some troubling quotes earlier this year. Also in the Devy League, no one has Penix, so the rookie draft 101 may be very valuable. Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting that no one thought to draft Penix. God, that's a name that's going to be so rough. God, dude, that guy must have had the hardest time on the playground. Penix. That's a crazy last name. Someone dropped Bills defense. Where's some fab? I don't know. My gut reaction is like, not really. Franklin's a Texan, now we're talking. Then the Jets have a shot against the Eagles? I do, but I'm also a homer. Is this Giro? If you just want to be straight up, Giro, I put a healthy wager on Jets +7 and a nice little sprinkle on Jets money line, if that tells you how I feel at all. Which means I'm going to get set up for the Jets to get blown out, but I don't know. When is buy low video coming out back? I assume you just meant coming back, but it's going to be back. Tomorrow we're doing a buy low, sell high video. It should be out before noon. Pollard for CD now. Just let me know if I missed any super chats. I don't think I have. All right. What else we got in here? What RB do you think I can get with the following players? Addison, Pittman, Collins, Amari. God, such a crazy question. I would guess somewhere in the Saquon, Swift, Brees, Kamara, Montgomery, Aaron Jones area, maybe. I don't know. You any doctors can take my hamstring and give it to Justin Jefferson? If I did, my Achilles would be inserted in Aaron Rodgers. Puka or Brees Hall? Brees Hall by a freaking by the skin of his chinny chin chin. Lamb over Ridley. Trade Pollard for CD. Give me Pollard. I think I already answered that though. Elton JSN. I mean, we're waiting for end of season. It's Penix. Even if it's Penix, that's still crazy. Like kids used to write Pen 15 and it was like the funniest shit ever in middle school. Like I'm telling you, he got probably why he became such a dedicated and good football player, man. Mike Penix tackled me in a club when he was still in IU. That's hilarious. All right, let's see. We're up in one pick. Dak's an interesting buy low candidate, but I don't think I have any Dallas to really stack him with. Yes, if you're new here, I am a stacking whore in these best ball streets. I just am. I'm sorry. Take it or leave it. Could do Brandon Cooks Dak, but that doesn't. Brandon Cooks to me is just a 0. The thing about these drafts, dude, is like the ADP is so efficient that like you get to the end here and it's like, holy hell, there is nothing. There is legit nothing here. Give me McKinnon. He's on a good offense. 12th round, fine. And give me Rashid Shaheed, dude. Rashid Shaheed's going to have his weeks. He had a couple early on. We'll take his weeks towards the end. That's fine by me. I've already forgotten the freaking Week 17 matchups. I know Chicago, Atlanta. The hell does New Orleans play? New Orleans play Carolina in Week 17? No, Carolina plays the Jaguars. Just New Orleans, Tampa Bay, probably. That's my guess. 12th round Dak or 13th round Dak might have been the play there. I might have just played myself. Making potato tacos, how we feel about that? I'm not sure. I've never had that. I would have given my ankle to Andrew Luck. Yeah, exactly, dude. Jets should have took Jason. Hey man, that's why I wanted. That's who I wanted. Why no rookie RB report? Really, it's just not as simple as it is for wide receivers. Like it's so opportunity based running back, you know. Whereas wide receiver, you can be one of 3 wide receivers in an 11 personnel pass play, and you can go out there, run routes, and like actually get data for it. For rookie running backs, it's really just who gets on the field more is really all that matters, you know. Like if I did a rookie running back report through like 1 or 2 weeks, Devin A. Chan would have like looked like he sucked, you know. Best place to meet Mills in the tri-state area? I'm still looking, but I'll let you know. What's your best pickup line, dude? Dude. It is 10 p.m. on a Wednesday, and I am talking into a microphone about fantasy football, bro. Like I can't remember the last time I talked to a woman. What else we got? Thoughts on Rashee Rice next 3 weeks? His snap percentage went down, but if it like can climb back up, I'm bullish on him. He looks good. Do not prioritize week 5 buys in this format. You should, but I don't care. You should, but I don't care. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, week 17 course doesn't even freaking matter. This is just a $3 for funsies league. What else? What else? Anybody you're targeting a trade if you're a DJ Moore owner? Honestly, no. I made the trade target video today. Or I didn't record it, but I outlined it, and I peeped the prices on Fantasy Calc that people were actually trading for in a way with DJ Moore, and I thought that they were all pretty fair, to be honest. Oh, it's Josh Downs season all right. Very excited about Josh Downs, I'll say that. Mooney better pick than Shaheed. I don't know about that, man. Trade Kamara for CD. To me, they're about even. I mean, where did they go here? Kamara was a 4th-round pick. CD Lamb was a 2nd-round pick. So maybe CD Lamb's the play there. I think it's a lot closer than the draft board sort of suggests here, but that's where I'm at. You believe Kelsey going to live up to years past? It's an interesting question. Do you work in the offseason? I just do this. I'm lucky enough that I do okay. We'll really see when rubber meets road and I move out of the basement and have to pay bills in the offseason and how that works. But things are looking decent here. Should I trade Bijan for Amon-Ra and Rashad White? No. Henry and Saquon for Eckler and Mondre. See, like trades like that piss me off. But I think I would take Eckler's side. I don't know, man. Do every team lesson learned? That is the goal next week. We'll see. Thoughts on Purdy rest of season? I just did my rest of season rankings today, and I have him at QB 10. I mean, he's been balling out, man. Saw the Matt Harmon seal of approval on Downs. Where'd you see that? I will say he is the only. I believe he is the only. It's so funny in season because it's like dynasty stuff is so foreign to me. I literally have to blow the dust off of my my RS grade database when I open it up. But if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Josh Downs is like the highest graded 3rd rounder in my entire database. The RS grades absolutely love Josh Downs, and I regret ever so slightly kind of pushing him down a little bit. Yeah, he's the only elite 3rd-round wide receiver. I think he's the only elite. Yeah, he's the only elite wide receiver drafted outside of the first 2 rounds in terms of RS grades. And elite wide receivers have like an 80% hit rate of hitting top 24 seasons. So his numbers, him being a 3rd-round pick in the NFL draft was nonsense. So again, shout out Chris Ballard, man. I'm back. You know what, Brock? I forgive Chris Ballard for taking Alec Pierce over Sky Moore. And what else did he do? I feel like he had a bad miss. Did he take Paris Campbell over DK Metcalf? I forgive him for that, I guess. But Downs, great pick. Richardson, great pick. Nelson, great pick. Darius Leonard or Shaq Leonard, great pick. Forrest Buckner, great trade. Gardner Minshew, backup QB, great signing. Ballard's got it. I'll give him that. God, this is where we're at with Treylon Burks, huh? I can't imagine that Downs hasn't been taken yet. Downs has been taken. All right, so let's go Treylon Burks and Derek Carr. I don't really like the Derek Carr call, but we need a quarterback badly. He has a pulse. It's probably lower ADOT but more targets, right? Yeah, exactly. So I think it kind of cancels out. I think it's a net positive for him. If you move, get a new basement. I mean, that'll be the plan. Trade Puka for Achane and Dynasty? I think I would. Zay Flowers thoughts? You're actually going to get him tomorrow. He's one of my trade targets. I won't tell you if he's a buy or sell. Just keep your eyes out. The Eckler trade with Saquon pisses me off just because I just don't know the point of trading RB for RB when it's just like RB1 RB2 for RB1 RB2. It's just simply it's kind of just like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's solving anything for anybody. And when it's a trade that's just like clearly a trade just to make a trade, it's like, I don't love it. I mean, clearly one side's kind of winning, but would you trade Lamb for ETN? I would. Got Brees for Judy last week. My God. Was Brees a trade target of ours last week? He was. So you had a good grade on him. Nice work. Thank you, man. Are you in Mercer County? No. Downs was a steal of the draft. Downs is sweet. I don't know if he's a steal of the draft, but he's sweet. Rowan, you might have got me red-handed there. Would you trade the Jets' next 3 first-rounders for Hurts? I think so. I think that's probably not even a question, honestly. Dude, I would trade my next 3 firsts for Jalen Hurts. I would. 2 and 3. You think I should keep or trade Achan? I have to play top 2 scorers next 2 weeks. I would definitely shop around. Is Daniel Jones also ass? Is it only the O-line? He's also ass, but without Saquon and like without Andrew Thomas, it's tough to add. The issue with Daniel Jones, like, he's not someone who's going to elevate an offense on his own. That's really what it is for Daniel Jones. I think his production and his livelihood depends on Andrew Thomas and Saquon being healthy, which I don't think is like all that unfair to ask. You know, the 2 other best players on that offense, not named Darren Waller and Daniel Jones, to be healthy, is a pretty big deal. Got offered Stevenson and McLaurin for my Spears and Hubbard. You love to accept, but don't want to. But you don't want to rip him off. I think you just accept, man. I think you just accept. What if he has some inside info on Miles Sanders? I don't think it's even all that far off, if I'm being honest with you. The thing is that if you add Dell, it wouldn't be like Dell and McLaurin are even to me, and then you're just paying Spears and Hubbard for Stevenson, which is like, okay. I would do the trade if you don't add the other guys, really. You're the man. I appreciate it, dude. What do you got here? Need help with the trade? Trade with Lamar, Tank Dell, and Saquon for Stroud, Bijan, and Garrett Wilson. So you essentially downgrade from Lamar to Stroud, but you upgrade Saquon to Bijan, you upgrade Tank Dell to Garrett Wilson. I'm going to say as much as I love Bijan, I don't think I would. I think it's very close, but I think I would just hold. Thoughts on CJ and TLR this season? I have them both as like fringe QB1s. I think you can play either depending on matchup. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to really turn things around this year. I do. Saquon is so hard to see this team get any better with a line like this. Well, Andrew Thomas should be healthy soon. He should be. Or maybe I'm talking my ass there. I don't know Andrew Thomas's status. Andrew Thomas won't practice Wednesday. Jeez, dude. The issue with their line is that their best player on the offensive line is hurt. Doesn't know when he'll return. Good, jeez. All right, so I guess nobody knows when he's going to be back. All right, so that's an issue. I think it gets a little bit better when Saquon's out there. I mean, to be fair, the last time we saw them was against Niners pretty good D-line, Seahawks pretty good D-line. Who'd they play this week? Giants in week 5. Dolphins. Were the sacks bad in that game? Well, give me Jimmy G. I like Dolchich as well. Yeah, we'll go Dolchich. 3 QBs. Wide receivers are really lacking. We're going to go with another wide receiver here as our last pick, I think. I don't know who would really make a ton of sense. Bears, nothing. Saints, nothing. Hunter Renfrow is interesting, but I don't think we're even going to do that. We might just cut it off at this. We might just take best wide receiver available. I don't know. But none of the wide receivers look good. I almost want to go with the 4 tight end builds here and get like kind of weird. Almost be game for a 4 tight end build and just... Especially in this format where it's not... I keep forgetting that this isn't a tournament. This is just a $3 for fun league. And with that in mind, you kind of want to be overly conservative. Man, I've lost all my Week 17 matchups. Who did the 49ers play? Washington? I'm going to say Washington. Which sadly we have nothing for Washington, I don't think. It doesn't matter either. I'm putting my head in the top right. What else we got in here? Are we just rolling with Garrett Wilson at this point? I bet heavy in one of my home leagues this year and on the Jets offense and got Zach Wilson. I got Zach Wilson as well this year, man. But yeah, I think you do just roll with Garrett Wilson. I don't think anyone's really dying to buy him. He was a sell candidate for me early on in the season when he had those 2 pretty decent games to start out the year, but you kind of just ride and hope for the best. I mean, he's commanding volume. It's just inefficient volume because the QB is so bad. And I don't really think a Kirk trade is all that realistic as much as I would love for it to happen. I don't think a Kirk trade is really going to happen here. Really, what would have to happen, Zach Wilson would have to get absolutely embarrassed. Like 3 picks, benched in the 4th quarter versus the Eagles, and then maybe they would make an upgrade going into the bye here. And that's really the only way a quarterback change is made. We're trying to go from Herbert to Hurts in a 12-team 4-point. I have A.J. Brown. It's probably not worth it, to be honest with you. Herbert's been really good this year. Depends what it would cost as always, but probably not. Puka and Ingram for Andrews and Algier or Rice. I think I would take Puka over Andrews. And Ingram over Algier or Rice. Yeah, give me Puka and Ingram there, personally. Swift or Saquon rest of season? I got Saquon, but I have him back-to-back. I have Saquon 10, Swift 11. You ever just be lying in bed at night and random week 15 to 17 matchups pop into your head? No. Time to panic on CeeDee Lamb, sell after a good game. It's tough to say, man. These the Cowboys are so weird this year. You could look into selling after a good game. I don't hate that idea. Trade DJ Moore for Olave. I have him like the same tier. I think that might be too lateral, but I wouldn't hate it. Able to salvage my Garrett situation by trading him and Addison for Hall and Watson. I like that. Waddle or Addison rest of the season? I got Waddle there. Kyron and Marquise. You're screaming at me, Caswell. Kyron and Marquise for Gibbs and Keenan Allen. Give me Keenan Allen side, I think. Pollard or Jefferson? Give me Pollard. Should I trade Addison and Hollywood Brown for Jefferson? Yeah. On a 5-0 team, I would. If you think you can wait and you're comfortable making that bet. Are you viewing Ayuk over Debo in the 49ers offense? Yeah. For now. You have CMC, Jacob, and Monty. Should I trade Montgomery for Keenan Allen? I don't hate that at all. I would do that for sure. Trade Addison and Amari Cooper for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Trade Addison and Amari Cooper for Amon-Ra and Curtis Samuel. Addison and Amari Cooper for Amon-Ra and Curtis Samuel. I think so. Got Lamar, Stroud, Pollard. So it's a one flex league. You got Lamar, Stroud, Pollard, Kyron, Chase, Lamb, Kittle, Kirk, Dotson. What's the question? What's the question, man? It's just like, does the team look good? I would say it does. Lamar, Stroud, Pollard, Kyron. I mean, Pollard, Kyron's sweet. Chase Lamb is sweet. Kittle. And your flex is one of Kirk, Stevenson, Dotson. Stuff. I mean, I think everybody's sort of stacked in a 10 team. So if you want to do a 2-for-1 where you take, Kirk and Kyron and upgrade to, say, a Kamara or something like that, I wouldn't hate that idea. That'd be my really only advice, would just be like 2-for-1s and sort of try and upgrade your starting lineup. In a 10-team league, it seems like everyone has sort of stacked lineups. You kind of just want to get into a spot where you can just have the best possible starting lineup. All right, so here is the final squad. We ended up with 3 Best Ball Resurrection teams. Didn't go too hard just because it's tough to... It's fun to just sort of mess around with, but we did so much drafting in the summer that I didn't really feel the need to go too crazy here. But here's the final team. Something a little bit conservative. I mean, a little bit aggressive with our only 4 running backs, but McCaffrey and Etienne with Pierce and McKinnon to me is enough. But I think it's fine. I feel good about this team versus you guys. I think it's a fun team as well, or a fun league as well, where it's just you guys, or mostly you guys. What do we got? Puka and Ingram. I already answered this, man. I like Puka and Ingram there. 18 PPR. God damn. I don't have much expertise with 8 teams. Looking to trade Jefferson and Achane. Team is. I gotta be honest with you, Dipster. It's hard for me to like craft a trade for you here. I don't know other teams. 8-team league is also tough to dissect. Allen Diggs, Curtis Samuel. I also don't know what the starting lineups are. Pollard, Ford, Komet, DeMarcado, Osborne. I gotta be honest, for an 8-team league, this is tough. Got an Allen Diggs stack with Pollard. Yeah, I mean, you definitely just shop around Jefferson and Achane. It's tough to say what you can get for them in an 8-team. I don't know. Maybe you could bundle them both together and get something pretty sweet. Can you do Jefferson and Achane for, I don't know. I feel like that could get you something crazy. Could that get you into the Bijan Eckler conversation or like Chase, Kupp, Adams, something like that? I'm not sure. It's tough. 8 teams aren't really my specialties, man. I do feel bad when I don't really have any answer for you guys, but it's tough when it's just like, here's my team. What do I do now? And it's just like, I don't play in an 8-team league. I don't know the 7 other owners and what their teams look like. I don't know what the starting lineup is. Najee. What? Will Najee. I'm just going to say, will Najee and Kittle for Aaron Jones and Komet be vetoed? I don't think so. No, I don't think it would be. Interesting question. I do love Odd Future though, so shout out to them. Um, Leon, I answered your question 14 times, buddy. Like, just listen up. Just listen up. I answered it. You just gotta like if you like care about putting in the money so much, just watch out for when I answer it. But yeah, I answered this twice. I literally answered this twice, but it's all good. It's all good. Um, Regardless, I appreciate you guys coming out here. It's crazy how much power you guys think you have over me for just putting like $5 into my YouTube account, man. Like, if you're gonna put $5 in and not pay attention, you can't just like be mad and scream in my chat. Like, just chill, man. Yeah, Puka and Ingram, man. But regardless, I appreciate when they came out here. I just wanted to do a little late night stream with you guys. Had a blast. We had like over 200 people in here at one point. A lot of familiar faces from the summer. It's always nice to sort of just hop on here, reconnect with you guys. But that is going to do it for us today. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and record the trade targets video, which should be out before noon tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. But we just hopped on Underdog Fantasy. We did a draft there. If you want to check out the Resurrection drafts, if you want to check out the Battle Royales, which is kind of their DFS stuff, they have pick'ems on Underdog Fantasy. You can get some basketball drafts in before that tips off. It's all there. Underdog Fantasy. I have the link to my promo code, where my promo code is promo code RON. Get you a deposit match up to $500. Underdog will match whatever you deposit up to $500. How long it's going to last, I do not know. They have not told me, but it's a limited time thing they're doing. I've been with Underdog for the last 3 years, and they've never done more than matching $100. So again, I would jump on that promo as soon as you can. Promo code RON, link in the description, link pinned at the top of the live chat, link pinned at the top of the comment section down below. You click it, it'll take Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code RON. It'll match your first deposit up to $500. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Again, you can do basketball drafts, you can do football drafts, you can do some of their DFS style stuff for NFL. Bunch of stuff on there to have some fun with. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.